Right, let's talk about Tesla. It's the name that's become almost synonymous with electric cars, and for good reason. Even if you live in a cave, you've probably heard of them. Tesla's reputation has reached every corner of the globe, from bustling cities to remote villages. Tesla isn't just a car company, it's a phenomenon. It's a brand that's inspired a cult-like following, with fans lining up just to catch a glimpse of the latest model. They made batteries cool and put giant screens in their cars. Suddenly, driving electric wasn't just about saving the planet, it was about having the latest tech at your fingertips. For years, if you said electric car, people just thought Tesla. The brand became the face of the EV revolution, overshadowing every competitor. It was the king of the battery-powered world, setting the pace for everyone else to follow. Elon Musk didn't just want to sell you a car, he wanted to sell you a vision of the future. He promised a world where cars drove themselves and energy was clean and limitless. Driving a Tesla was about being part of a revolution. Owners felt like pioneers, leading the charge into a new era of transportation. The cars were quick, sleek, and packed with gadgets. From instant acceleration to over-the-air updates, Tesla made driving feel futuristic. For a long time, this formula was pure genius. Tesla couldn't build cars fast enough. Demand outpaced supply and waiting lists stretched for months. They dominated sales, leaving the old guard scrambling. Legacy automakers watched as Tesla's market share soared and their own sales slipped. But here's the thing about being at the top. The only way to go is down. When you're the leader, everyone is watching and the pressure never lets up. The old giants have woken up, spending billions to catch up. Companies like Renault and Peugeot are now investing heavily, determined to reclaim their place in the market. The question now, how long can Tesla's reign last? Recent news from France might give us an answer, and it could signal a dramatic shift in the electric car landscape. Hold on to your berets, the news from France is a shocker. In November 2025, Tesla's sales in France didn't just dip, they fell off a cliff. Sales plummeted by 57.83% compared to the previous year. For every 10 cars sold last November, just over 4 were sold this year. The final tally, only 1,591 vehicles. For Tesla, used to topping charts, this is a cold slap in the face. This isn't a minor blip. It's a giant flashing warning light. This collapse was sudden, not a slow burn. Drops like this are almost unheard of for a major player not in the middle of a scandal. It raises urgent questions. What happened? France is a key battleground for EVs, and what happens here sets trends for Europe. A failure in France signals the Tesla magic might be wearing off. The king, it seems, might be bleeding. Maybe all car sales in France were terrible in November? It's easy to imagine a gloomy month where everyone's holding back, wallets closed, waiting for better deals or clearer skies. After all, November isn't exactly known for sparking a shopping frenzy, especially for big-ticket items like cars. Actually, no. The overall French car market dropped just 0.3%, barely a blip. That's the kind of dip you'd miss if you blinked. For most brands, it was business as usual, with only the slightest slowdown. Imagine the market as a swimming pool. The water level dipped a centimeter. It's hardly noticeable, just a gentle ripple on the surface. But Tesla's section? It drained by more than half. Where others saw a minor splash, Tesla faced a tidal wave. While other automakers paddled happily through the shallow puddle, Tesla was left high and dry, stranded and exposed. The numbers tell the story. 132,927 new cars sold in France that month, but only 1,591 were Teslas. That's less than 1.2% of the total, a tiny fraction for a brand that once made headlines for its growth. Tesla's problems are its own, not shared by the rest of the industry. You can't blame the economy or the weather. The rest of the market kept moving, rain or shine. Other brands, including electric vehicle makers like Renault and Peugeot, had a normal month. Their sales held steady, showing that demand for EVs didn't just vanish. This isolates Tesla as the one in crisis, standing apart from the crowd for all the wrong reasons. And it's not just a one-month fluke. This isn't a random bad spell or a seasonal hiccup. Year to date, Tesla's sales in France are down a staggering 32.79%. That's a third of their business gone in less than a year. Meanwhile, the broader market shrank only 4.92%. That's a manageable setback, not a disaster. While the market has a sniffle, Tesla has double pneumonia. The difference is dramatic and impossible to ignore. This isn't a sudden illness, it's a chronic condition with a catastrophic flare-up. The warning signs have been there for months, and now the symptoms are impossible to hide. Something is seriously wrong for Tesla in France, and unless something changes, the company risks being left behind while the rest of the market moves forward. So why has France turned its back on Tesla? The first culprit, competition. Just a few years ago, Tesla was the clear leader, almost synonymous with electric cars in France. But the landscape has changed dramatically, and the reasons go far beyond just one factor. For years, Tesla had the playground to itself. It was the pioneer, the disruptor, and the brand everyone talked about. If you wanted an electric car, Tesla was the obvious choice. Now, the electric car market is flooded with alternatives, and many are excellent. The competition is no longer just catching up. In some ways, they're setting new standards. French brands like Renault and Peugeot build small, stylish, affordable cars that French buyers love. These cars are designed with local preferences in mind, from compact sizes to chic designs. The Renault Megane E-Tech, for example, is designed for French roads and tastes. It's practical, efficient, and feels right at home in the narrow streets and countryside of France. There's a patriotic pull when the product is great. French consumers are proud to support their own brands, especially when those brands deliver on quality and innovation. Then you have the Germans, Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, centuries of experience, now making impressive EVs. Their engineering reputation is unmatched, and they know how to build cars that appeal to European sensibilities. Their latest models offer comfort, quality, and prestige, sometimes a weak point for Tesla. For buyers who want a premium experience, these brands are hard to ignore. And the Chinese brands, like BYD and MG, are arriving with well-equipped, aggressively priced cars. They're shaking up the market with features and value that are hard to beat. French buyers now have a huge variety of options. Whether it's price, style, or technology, there's something for everyone. Tesla is no longer the only game in town. The exclusivity it once enjoyed has faded, replaced by a vibrant, competitive marketplace. The market has matured, and buyers are spoiled for choice. With so many compelling options, loyalty is no longer guaranteed. Tesla's early advantage has evaporated. The brand that once stood alone now finds itself just one among many. The competition is fierce, and Tesla must fight for attention. Every automaker is bringing their best to the table, and the battle for buyers is more intense than ever. The days of easy dominance are over. For Tesla, staying relevant in France now means adapting, innovating, and proving it can still lead in a crowded, fast-evolving market.
Another huge factor, the French government. For years, electric cars got generous bonuses, making them more attractive. This helped Tesla, whose cars aren't cheap, but governments can be fickle. In 2024 and 2025, France changed its subsidy rules. The new scheme favors cars made in Europe with a lower carbon footprint. Many Teslas sold in France are made in Shanghai, China. Under the new rules, these models could lose their government bonus, worth thousands of euros. Suddenly, Teslas are much more expensive than rivals built in Europe. For the average French family, that price difference is huge. Tesla is caught in the crossfire of industrial policy.
Beyond government meddling, Tesla's pricing strategy has been chaotic. Prices changed so often, buyers got nervous. Nobody wants to buy a car for $50,000 and see it at $45,000 weeks later. This volatility erodes confidence and makes Teslas feel less premium. Traditional brands offer stable pricing. Tesla's roller coaster approach backfires in a crowded market. Customers wait for the next price cut or walk away. Despite price cuts, Teslas remain expensive. The dream of an affordable, mass-market Tesla is still just a dream. Rivals now beat Tesla on price, especially at the lower end. In a crowded market, brand image isn't enough. You need competitive pricing.
Maybe the French are just over electric cars? Actually, no. The problem isn't EVs, it's Tesla. While the overall market was flat, EV and plug-in hybrid sales were healthy. French consumers are still eager to switch from petrol and diesel. The revolution hasn't stalled. Buyers are just choosing different brands. Buying an EV is now a practical decision, not just a statement. Buyers look at price, running costs, convenience, and service. The cool factor isn't enough anymore. French buyers see stylish, affordable local EVs and make practical choices. The French aren't falling out of love with EVs, just with Tesla.
So, is this just a French issue, or a bigger European headache for Tesla? The evidence suggests the challenges aren't unique to France. Across Europe, the competitive landscape has changed. The old European brands are fighting back with strong EV lineups. In Germany, Tesla faces fierce competition from Volkswagen, Mercedes, and BMW. In the UK, Norway, and the Netherlands, more choice means more competition. Korean and Chinese brands are also putting pressure on Tesla's prices. Other countries are rethinking subsidies, favoring EU-built cars. The French sales disaster could be a preview of what's to come elsewhere.
Is Tesla doomed in France? Hardly. This is a company that's defied expectations before. It has a strong brand, loyal fans, and advanced tech. But ignoring this sales collapse would be foolish. Tesla is no longer special. It's just another car company in a tough market. The era of effortless dominance is over. Now, Tesla must fight for every sale, just like everyone else. The game has changed, and Tesla needs to adapt. That could mean more stable pricing, or a smaller, more affordable model for Europe. Tesla may need to boost EU production to qualify for subsidies. The French market is more competitive than ever. Tesla is still a major player, but it must work much harder to stay ahead. The silent assassin now finds itself in a noisy, chaotic gunfight, and it's going to be fascinating to watch.